It is a weeping and a mourning and a gnashing of teeth. It is a weeping and a mourning and a gnashing of teeth. It is a when it comes to the mic sound, which is the champion sound.
Okay, Lamborghini Mercy. Yo chick, she so thirsty. I'm in that 2C Lambo with your girl.
Good morning, America. I'm Oprah Winfrey, and today we have a special guest. Sorry I'm late, Oprah. That's quite all right. Touch my gun. So live from the news desk. This here is Lieutenant Riley, and he is from O'Reilly. Lieutenant O'Reilly from where are you from? Oklahoma. Oklahoma. That's why you're a ginger, huh? Mm-hmm. Alright, okay. So, from Oklahoma, and he fought in World War II. And, so we're just gonna have a few questions for him. So, Lieutenant O'Reilly, scale of Nickelback concert to skydiving. How much did you enjoy the war?
Well, it was kind of in the middle for me. It was sort of like a strawberry banana shake from McDonald's.
I believe that would be a smoothie.
You're absolutely right. I'm sorry. Thank you for correcting me, Mr. Top Hat Man. It's a smoothie.
Now, what was the best part for you?
Well, I think it was really the when we broke into the concentration camps. I mean, we stormed Auschwitz, and just all of my men ran in, and it was like, it was awesome. I mean, just seeing the look on the leader's face.
The Jews.
The Nazis.
The Nazis.
The Nazis on their face. They were just like,
yeah. Oh.
Yeah, like, oh my God, the Americans are here. And we were like, that's right, the Americans are here. Like, I wish there was a band to play the Star Spangled Banner, because that would have made it that much more perfect.
So tell us about what the camps were like.
Well, at first, I really didn't like shooting people. I mean, it was really emotional to break in and see just all the medical records, all of the experiments. I mean, they had some on, they would freeze the bottom half of a body and see what temperature it would take for that bottom half to die. Which is actually kind of useful, because now we know not to, submerge our legs in freezing water, because we'll die. So it kind of helped us, but, it killed people.
What other kinds of experiments did they have, other than submerging people's lower bodies?
Well, they had some where they would take twins, and they would do something to one twin to see if the other twin reacted.
Mm-hmm.
And they did a lot of things with changing eye color, because everyone needed to be Aryan, so they needed to change their eye color from brown to blue, and that killed a lot of children. And then there was just torturous things, like they had gas chambers, and one child told me that he had to carry his parents to the incinerators.
Ooh.
Yes,
I can
because
imagine.
they were starved. And the Nazi leader told him, and this is a rough translation, that his parents were no good to work, so they might as well burn.
Oh.
So he and his brothers had to carry them.
So people were dying?
Yes, and it was Jews, gypsies, gingers, anyone who didn't have blonde hair and blue eyes. It was awful. But they needed to go. I'm sorry, what?
So, like, basically everybody died. Unless you were a fresh German.
Right. And, like everyone sees, before the actual Holocaust, the Jews were made to wear the yellow stars of David on them, so they could be identified and ridiculed, and not allowed in restaurants and buses, much like the African American Society of America.
Alright, so, in case you didn't know, Germany is located right there? Nope, that'd be North America. Graham, see how much you taught me? So, I hear that there was this one awful doctor Can you tell us about him?
I believe the one you're referring to is Dr. Joseph Mengele.
Yes, that's correct.
He was awful, as you said. He performed most of the experiments I was talking about earlier. He was obsessed with the idea of twins and the idea of altering someone's appearance genetically. He believed that Jews were it was a pest control problem, is how he saw it.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted to eliminate them, and he was trying to work towards filtering the Jewish qualities out of their race, so that if they did survive and they did reproduce, which they actually tried, then the results, the offspring, would be the perfect race eventually.
I'm glad you let me get all that out before you did that. What happened to Dr. Mingle, whatever you said?
Mengele.
Mengele.
He escaped. We did not capture him. And it is presumed to be that over the next 40 years he will hide somewhere and we will not be able to find him.
So, this Hitler fellow, he was the ringleader of all of this?
Sort of. He's actually a fine chap. He's a nice gentleman.
Oh, okay. So what justifies his mass extermination of human beings?
Oh, nothing. Nothing justifies it.
Oh, so he just did it for kicks and giggles.
Pretty much. He sees life as a tub of Barbie dolls and he wanted to eliminate all the ugly ones.
Is there any facts that we should know about
Actually,
Holocaust?
I made a list. I actually do have the definition for the word Holocaust.
Uh-huh.
And it's originally from the Greek word holocauston, which means sacrifice by fire.
Oh.
Which refers to what I was talking about earlier with the incinerators and the parents.
So in the incinerators, the people have to go in there and burn.
Yes. Like I was saying earlier, they didn't just kill Jews, they killed gypsies, homosexuals, Jehovah's Witnesses, and disabled people. So there's just these little men in wheelchairs and they were just blowing their heads off because they were in wheelchairs.
In real life, there is nothing wrong with these people.
Amen. These were my train tickets to actually be shipped home from Auschwitz, and there's 3 because I took my second in command, the colonel. This was his, even though it says Mariana Harris. We had to have code names. He was not happy with his. This one was mine. I was Lily Palumbo. And this one was Maddie Dalton. That was my corporal, who's my #1 assistant. Shout out to you, Radar. I forgot to mention that Dr. Joseph Mengele is also known as the Angel of Death for his notorious experiments. So, you know, you asked me how many people were killed, and 6 million is the estimated, right now, is the minimum number of Jews they have. That doesn't include the other groups I named earlier, the homosexuals and the gypsies, etc.
So I hear that there's talk about Nuremberg trials. Can you elaborate on that?
Yes, the court systems have developed a new way of convicting the leaders for the crimes that were committed, since Hitler never actually pulled a gun to someone's head, and it was the Nazi leaders and the actual socialist workers. Hitler claims he can't be held responsible. But in reality, it was his plan, it was his final solution, and it was his speeches that roused the crowds to go to such extents as to kill fellow human beings. And So the courts have developed a new tactic to penalize them, because most of the Nazis actually killed themselves or escaped when we invaded, because they did not want to avoid capture because they knew what we would do to them.
Okay. Alright, so time's running out there. I got one last question for you.
Alright.
Whatever happened to this Hitler fellow?
He actually wrote a book and killed himself.
Oh. That seems like a nice way out. So, the things you've been saying this interview have gotten me a little suspicious.
What kind of things? What kind of things?
Things like, oh, he was a nice fellow. I knew him personally. So I've been chilling here with this gun all day. I'm sure it's a little bit suspicious for you or whatever, but, you know, I'm just being a rebel. And, so I'm thinking, since it's a free country, America, you know, not Germany,
Well,
I'm just gonna...
Right.
Checkmate, Germany.
I'm sexy and I know it.
Your stash is shedding.
Oh. I'm sorry. I think I may have acquired cancer while I was...
Oh, no!
I think we're doing okay so far for not having
script.
anything.
Because Taylor sucks!
Like, actually, I wrote down a list of things.
Hi, Cassidy.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm grand. How are you?
I'm great. I'm assuming that you don't usually have a mustache, though.
No. It's a shame, though, isn't it?
It
It's
is.
very flattering.
Yeah.
Are you doing a video thing or something?
Right now?
Yeah, but we're just gonna cut this all out. Like,
Oh, okay.
Oh, good.
I am the walrus. Cuckoo, cachoo. National Socialist she douche. It's douche. Douche. My top hat's about to fell off. We'll just be saying something and she'll be like, salute. Dropping me 20.
No, I can't do a push-up.
Well, close it.
I don't wanna.
Is it recording? Yeah. Okay.
Alright. So what do I say? Just start from the part where you're like, so I got this gun here. Excuse me.
That was a 10.